what's the original story behind your personality, your person?
Yeah.
When
What's
it
your
comes,
story?
what's your storyline?
Yes. In summary, I would say my story is one of a guy who has been helped by God in many, many ways. You understand? So what I try to do, or what I try to do with my art or with myself generally, or what I try to preach is how that you find somebody who's trying to do certain things that he loves so much, and he finds a way to, in spite of the challenges, to always lean towards the positive side, the side that makes him happy, the side that makes him enjoy life. There's one of the things I think that I'm convinced to preach is the idea behind happiness.
The idea behind happiness.
I like to consider myself as a life expert. Like how to know that certain things that we hold very, very strong, they're like weights. They're not as important as we make them seem. You understand? So, and those things steal away from our joy, what we're supposed to enjoy. And maybe again, how to encourage people to live through a life of gratitude. For me, while I was still a kid, I lost my voice. I was deaf and dumb at the time. And why was I deaf and
Like
dumb?
you were not, you don't.
I can't talk.
You can't talk.
I can't hear
Oh,
at the time for a period
is
of
that
time.
like an head? Is that like health condition or something?
Yeah. What happened
Or it
was,
just happened naturally?
yeah, I was eating swallow, and I swallowed the. Still, I think I was about 9 or 10 there. So I swallowed the bone, fish bone, and it pierced my throat.
Okay.
And when it pierced my throat, I lost my
Your
voice.
Oh.
I couldn't talk. So that was when I discovered that, oh, so your ear is connected to your throat. It was crazy. And if you try to put your hand like this on your throat, you see that there's almost like a drag from
from this
area. So once my vocal stopped, I couldn't hear. Your ability to talk is connected to your hearing. It's crazy, bro. So I was still very young then. When it happened, it's like, damn, how else can I come out of this? I thought like, there's no way. They took me to different hospitals and nothing happened. So now what happened is it got to a point where now as a kid, you kind of know about spirituality. I come from a Catholic home where we have an altar there. So every night where people are there, I'm begging God. Nobody knew. I would just go there and be begging God, please help me, please help me, please help me. And one day while I was praying like that, I started coughing, and the bone came out. Then I started talking.
So that means you didn't have any operation?
No operation. No operation. So they have tried many things, take me to different hospitals. I was taking medications, but nothing was happening yet. So that happened, and I coughed out the bone, and I started.
But at the time when the bone was there, like, you were feeling serious pain, or it was just blocked there?
It's restriction. It's not. I will not. You can't explain the pain. It's not pain like sharp pain. It's pain, the frustration of my inability to talk.
Oh.
What? That you can't talk, bro. You can't. Yeah. Hey. So, but one thing happened. When I get to see that, oh, I'm getting to make music, it becomes very interesting. Like, oh, okay, was this indicative of something? Because after then, I started talking in whisper. If you notice, up to now, my voice is low.
Yeah.
I was talking, you could hardly hear me. But over the years, then I was able to talk more. So basically, that's one thing. That's one part of frustration I face, that I feel like, okay, if God brought me out of that, and in many other instances, I've seen how God has just put his hand. It makes me feel like, damn, man, I possibly would have living a terrible life, a frustrated life before. So if whatever the situation is, he can always bring me out of something.
So at that time when you were like in that situation, like, do you ever think like, I will not be able to talk again for life?
Yeah, it's like I was quickly accepting it.
So you accepted the fact that you can't be able to talk again?
It was the reality. It's not even something of it was already becoming the reality. So now what I had to lean on to was, I had serious faith in God, Charles. Like the innocent childlike faith.
Yeah.
Maybe now it would have been harder. But that time I was like, damn, I was like, God, every night I'm spending hours in the altar begging God. the family, the house altar. I'm under there begging God. And it happened. Many instances have happened like that. So me, I feel like everybody has to, when you get to the end of yourself, you want to be able to run to God and say, God, please help me.
Help me.
God, please help me.
Everybody has been in that situation whereby when you're in critical condition, whether it's bad or good, you will still just want to like, God, if you just help me this time, I will not do it again.
Yeah, I know go
Of which
school.
we know that you are going to do it again.
Yeah, I don't go school again. Yeah.
Yeah. So during that those times when these things were going on, like, do you ever had anyone that like mocked you with the situation?
No, of course there will be plenty of times. I can't remember many of them, but it's like everybody's making jest of it. Everybody's saying you are feminine. You sound like a woman. Like when I started talking, it's like, nah, this guy talks like a woman, man.
But definitely, if you have people that like want to mock you, despite that issue, you will still want to also have like fans that support you or support the bullying of those people.
At that time, it was probably just family, bro. Like I was still a kid. So it's just family support. In fact, bro, I think I was grateful that I was able to talk, bro. I know where I was coming from. That you can even talk in whisper, but somebody can hear you. So when they tell you, even when they mock you, that, hey, this guy, who be that when they talk like woman?
So what's the thing that normally pulls you down when like you have too many ideas in your mind? You want to achieve this idea, but there's this thing always pulling you down not to take action.
Procrastination happens to everybody, man. The best of us. I think you don't stop working on procrastination. Everybody has a procrastination problem. You just learn to be better with your time. And no matter how, I think you're just more efficient with your time. That's why people that are more productive, they've mastered a way of dealing with procrastination. But this is a book I'm reading.
Yeah, what's the name?
Eat That Frog. It's talking about the subject of procrastination and managing your time. And it's just saying how that you really never stop procrastinating. You only choose what to procrastinate.
That's
so the
powerful.
the things that are less effective, you push them aside. You procrastinate them. But there are things, that's the idea of eating the frog. There are things that you have to attack now. So it's prioritization. It's just you laying things in order of priority.
Do you think like procrastination, it's you and not your friend? Because sometimes your friend can be the one to pull you back from those too many ideas you have or taking action. It might not be you. It might be you looking up to someone to achieve something.
Yeah, I think it's all of it. Sometimes that's why you need to be ruthless. You need to be cold. That's where discipline comes. So that in spite of your friend not showing up, you take the action and do something regardless. Do you understand? In this case, like let's say most of the cases now, most times you help my procrastination. Ordinarily, the main things I procrastinate was like, and that's why you need, every human being needs people like you.
Yeah.
Just like you probably need someone like you too.
Yeah.
So it's because sometimes it's people that just see things different about you. So people kind of know what you're supposed to be doing more than you. Yeah. Sometimes you're just the one with the talent. Yeah, and it's like you don't see that, oh, these are the things that need to be done. That is why God in his master plan always makes people to like that teamwork now. You can't run
so this one is really, really important.
Yeah.
And it's about women. Okay, it's about women. Have you ever had any situation with a woman whereby you pray to God that this should not happen? Like, let's say a situation of a lady accusing you of something.
Yeah. Bro, I think this is something we should talk about.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, which I think I told you. There's a lady. This is the main reason why I don't believe ladies. Anything I hear from a lady, I have to vet it. I have to verify that it's true. Because more than just this experience that's happened a number of times. This lady, she accused me of masturbating in the elevator.
Masturbating in the elevator?
In the elevator, right?
Like, how is that possible? It's a public place, so how is that possible?
No, but that's the thing. That's why ladies are very interesting. That's why I can't even imagine that kind of thing. Like, and people, it's almost like people you're believing. Do you understand? Of course, we understand that we are weird people. You understand? But how do we go from being in the elevator and the next thing you're saying, this person's masturbating? How many minutes, how many seconds does it take for another person to get into the elevator?
But in the elevator, like, there's no camera at that place.
So that particular elevator, there was no camera.
There was no camera.
Yes, and I wish there was a camera. Yeah, I wish there was. I wish there was a camera because she would have seen, or people would have seen exactly what was happening.
Yeah.
And those things give you a consciousness to be very careful amongst women, because women can twist the story, and out of pity, out of their emotional manipulation, many people believe them. So me, anything I hear about a lady, I never believe until I can verify, I can see evidence that, oh.
So how was the experience for you? Like, how long did you carry that experience within you? Not you telling people, like, how shocked were you? Like, how long did you carry that
bro,
pain?
Let me tell you how bad it was. It was to a point where it's like almost like I'm now thinking, is there something I really did that? You know, when a lie is pushed so much, right? Hey God, you start to question yourself whether maybe you are the
problem.
You are the one not seeing the truth here. Do you understand? I started doubting myself in a way, like, I'm like, this is crazy. Like, because it's like if everybody's already taking a position to think that this was a possibility, then maybe there's something I did. Maybe it's me now. But I learned after that time that a lot of women lie for different reasons. Sometimes it's a manipulation. Sometimes it's insecurity. They want to feel themselves in a certain way. And we see many cases like that on the internet right now. Yeah. See many people.
So many people are going to jail because of that stuff.
Somebody just lied.
Because there's no evidence. That's number one. There's no camera to show for anything.
Bro, let me even be candid here. Yeah. I entered this is exactly what happened. I entered the elevator. I was on my phone, looking at my phone. I had my hand in my pants like this.
Yeah.
My hand not moving, but I was looking at my phone straight up, scrolling Instagram. So, unlike me, and normally I won't try to be more social, but this time I was nothing of that nature. I just entered and I was focused on my phone. Just I didn't even look at the lady. I didn't even say hi to the lady. That's why it's crazy.
This is crazy.
Because if I try to say hi to her, I will understand. Okay, maybe you understand. So we're just me and her in the elevator, but I didn't even look at her. Worst thing is that the person there was, after this whole drama, I've been saying that this person is never my type. I'm a big bunda person, man. There was nothing bunda in there, bro. So once the next thing, as I was on my phone, I heard someone started shouting, oh, I'm wondering what's happening, bro. Then I looked at her, I'm like, what's the problem? You bring your this thing out in the elevator, all this kind of, like play. Somebody entered the elevator and it's like, they are talking and the guy is saying, yeah, let's go to this thing, let's go to the police, let's go. I'm just looking at this guy like, are you stupid, bro? Like, you're not even thinking. You're thinking, you've already assumed, because you look at the black man and you assume that this black...
I think it's because you're a black guy.
Yeah.
It's just a racist kind of thing. Because if it's actually another person, I don't think it will be like that.
Yeah, it will be addressed as such.
Yeah. And again, let's judge from the part of the girl. Like, do you think something like that might have happened to that girl before?
Yes.
Like, in your own aspect, like, do you think something like that might have happened to the girl before, and that's why she decided to do something like that?
There's a possibility something like that happened to the lady, but again, if she has not verified, she didn't see me bring out my stuff or rub my stuff, right? My hands is in my pants, right? My hands is not even in front of my guy man. You understand? It's just in my pants, normal, because it's cold. It was cold, and I'm like, do you understand? So
it's every guy thing, yeah. It's every guy thing.
Yeah, so even if you have not verified, that's what I'm saying. You didn't even wait until you caught me clearly doing something like that. You just put something on top of me, because you already know that nobody wants to believe me. You're already on the upper side. But then when I came out, I'm like, hey, what's up? I see where you're going with this. We must call that police, because I must clear my name.
So this question I'm about to ask you now, it's very, very important.
Yeah.
when do you think if this lady actually want to take that stuff serious, do you think you will win or she will win based on the Dubai law when it comes to women?
I think I'll win. I'll tell you why I think I'll win. I'll win first because I am very convinced that the universe favors a clear conscience. Very convinced. Then I'm convinced that whatever the judiciary is, the people that are there, they're not stupid not to read between the lines. At least they must have had enough experience to know that women are very interesting. Many women are very interesting. Then, especially because when it comes to law again, these people deal with evidence. So if they've not seen any evidence and they're relying on what she says, it's not going to stand. You understand? So at the end of the day, I kind of knew that, man. But my own frustration is now I want to take it upon this woman because she has to be punished. Because if I'm too quiet about this or I'm not vocal about it, maybe she would have taken advantage of me. And many people may not even be strong enough to face it, to want to challenge it. So this kind of lady can destroy many lives.
Yeah.
That was just my concern. But what I thought of is, again, she doesn't deserve my energy.
Another thing again, I thought about something.
Yeah.
Let's think deep.
Yeah.
Because it's very, very good to think deep in this kind of situation.
Yeah.
Do you think, have you ever thought about like this might be her source of taking money from people?
It's possible. It's Dubai, man. Everybody's a trick.
You understand?
Sometimes.
Because there are some situations like this whereby when she tell you that kind of thing and you'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do this kind of thing. And she will not be like, okay, how much will you give me?
I want to settle out.
Yeah, you want to settle out. So it might be it's like a form of trying to suck you off your cash or something. But because of the confidence and the way you took the whole issue, I think that's why she had to like back off.
Bro, the security believed.
Of course, everybody believes because of the situation. Yeah, and she's a girl, she's a lady also, so it's very, very clear for everybody.
The securities are telling her, yeah, let's call the police. Don't worry, let's call the police. Yeah, you want to call the police? I'm just looking like, okay. So me, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's call the police. We need to solve this because this thing cannot pass.
Yeah.
Then later on, I get to see that, oh, she's not even willing to call the police because she doesn't have papers.
So aside that, let's go. It's still on ladies because these things we really need to touch it. Because the moment you told me about those experience, I try to be very, very more careful because it has happened to my friend whereby, you know, he has to pay like a call girl, pay her, and in the process of paying her, she will come and go. She fell in love with the girl, and it got to a day where he invited the lady again, and the both of them, they were chilling, and this guy, the main girlfriend, like came in like she was coming to visit the guy.
Yeah.
So the guy paid the girl the normal due, and he was like, you have to go now, my girlfriend is coming. And the lady took it upon herself. She was very, very angry. She was angry that the guy has to discharge her like that. So what this lady did was she broke a vodka bottle and she stabbed herself. And she took the phone and called the police also. So this is very crazy. When you're saying things like this, it also gives me this idea of, okay, my guy has actually told me something that has to do in this aspect.
You don't believe what a woman says outright, bro.
But the thing is, what actually saved that guy that very day is there was no evidence of video, but the injury was there and everything. So the ambulance lady asked the lady that, just tell us the truth. If you tell us the truth, nothing will happen. At least he don't even have any right to take in the act.
Yeah.
And you know, because I'm sorry to the ladies, because most women, they don't have, their thinking faculty is not working very fine. This lady decided to open up. I'm in love with this guy, and how will I be in love with you? And you want to bring another lady? And they asked the guy, are you dating this? They said, no, I just call her so we can just chill.
Yeah.
That was where they killed the whole issue, and they treated the lady and they arrested the lady also. So this story you just told me, it's kind of giving me a two-side thing that has to make me, anytime I go out, I'm always trying to be careful when it comes to ladies, especially the ones that are not good in drinking, or the ones that are not, should I say, educated, like more educated.
Bro, standard. There is nothing I hear from a woman that I believe outright. Facts. I'm so convinced. There's too many experiences of why. The only people that maybe are naive enough to just believe most times is people that have not been around a good number of ladies.
Or people that are emotionally carried away.
God bless you, emotionally carried away. Ladies are very, most ladies, this is not an attack to any ladies, it's just, we're talking facts now. Most ladies are very delusional, right? And they play scenarios in their head that have nothing to do with what the truth is, what the real truth is. And sometimes because of what they want, they could play those manipulative games, you understand? So you, as a guy man, when you hear certain things, you want to vet through and look through, like say, oh, okay, okay. Is there any
I'm seeing,
evidence?
sorry to cut you, I'm seeing the plaster
This
you're putting on
plaster.
mine. You told me about the story of how that happened. It was between you and it's still the same girl issue you're talking about. Like, what really happened? What really happened? Because
No,
I want to know.
This one on a uniform, right? It don't happen since, right? I just used to cover the injury, just to remember. And it was just a case of a lady that was just the same emotional, manipulative stuff. You understand? So what happened is the lady was playing some sound from her phone, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up? Put that music down. That stuff is it's too loud." And she felt like, "No, why?" So after saying it several times, I decided I wanted to take the phone and just off the music. So once I grabbed her phone, she turned it to, immediately she started.
She took it serious.
I grabbed the phone not by force. Like, I've told you, keep this music. This thing is irritating. This sound is. So once I took the phone to one off the music, he's like, she thought we were fighting or something. She took it, and that type of thing. And I'm like, damn. So once I stood, she hit me up. She gave me a cut here. This one was a bad. Yeah, once I was trying to get her, she took my hand and beat my hand like, bro, women, come on.
So many people they are talking about hitting a lady. In that situation, were you tempted to hit the lady?
No, we don't talk about domestic violence enough, bro. It is what it is. Like, I feel like, so we addressed this in the other podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like there are some levels where you have to restrain the lady. Maybe not hit her, but like, I don't want to even use the word defend yourself, because defending yourself again is almost like
it's still aggressive word.
Yeah, it's like, but when she's doing all of those kind of things, you have to restrain her. You have to hold her down or something. Someone will say, no, don't touch the lady. You'll be there and the lady will stab you to death. She'll do you something crazy. This was the case. Imagine she had stabbed my eye. I was just like this, and she stabbed me with
do you think after she will run away after doing that? Maybe if she stabbed your eye, do you think she will be there or she will run away?
You don't think now. She'll try and run now, but like it's to her destruction. That's why it's terrible for you to make decisions, emotional decisions. You understand?
So to be able to save time, because we've already touched
said a lot of things, bro.
On deep topic, to be able to, like, what's the advice you have for guys when it comes to, trying to approach a lady or talk to a lady, or maybe be in a situation where you have been before, when it comes to the elevator stuff? Like, what advice do you think you can give to them?
I'll say just try your best to be on the right. Try not to do anything evil, and make sure you read the signs from the ladies before you entertain them any longer. Like, once you get to talking to people, you want to pay attention. You want to be very careful with ladies, the way you're supposed to be very careful with your money. You want to read them enough to know that any signs you see that is negative, take it for what it is. Early enough. Don't try to explain it. Don't try to make excuses for them.